Yo, what's good, guys? Appreciate y'all joining me for another video. Today's gonna be a fun one, man. It's gonna be a fun one right here. I don't know if this is the smartest idea, but it's a fun one. I'm gonna take y'all through my bar cart, everything that I keep in rotation. For the most part, I'm missing a couple of my staples right now, but everything that's on my bar cart, we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna tell you why I like it. You know, maybe if I don't like it so much, why is that? And we're gonna do a live taste test of everything. So I'm not making full cocktails because, you know, we don't get to mixing like that, but we're gonna taste everything. We'll talk a little bit about it, and we're gonna see what we got. So first up, we're gonna start with the tequilas. Tequila is it's a new staple for me. It wasn't always my thing in the past. You know, I used to drink a lot of tequila back in college, and then I got on dark liquor, and I've pretty much been on whiskey and bourbon since. But I've been on a tequila kick lately. I'm rocking with it. You know, I noticed that, you know, when I have it and I get up the next morning, even if I went a little crazy, I don't feel crazy. You know, so it's one of my new things. You know, give me a good margarita, some tequila on the rock, some lime. You know, we keep it chill. We're gonna keep it chill. So let's get into it. The first one I have right here is actually something that I'm almost out of, which is a good sign. It lets you know I've been killing it. And it is the Teremana tequila. And this is actually the Reposado. This is the tequila from The Rock, if you're not familiar. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This is his brand here, and I was pleasantly surprised. I have a rule generally with celebrity produced products. I'm not always a fan. You know, I don't really have too many expectations when celebrities come out with like random products, but I will say if you are a tequila fan, you don't want to break the bank. Teremana is definitely where it's at. 100% pure agave. You know, this is good stuff. You know, it's in a copper pot still. They age it in oak barrels. You know, this is good stuff right here. So as I promised, we're gonna do a taste test right now. Y'all can get my real live reaction as we start this. Just a small little sip, small sip. Beautiful color right there. Smells good. It's good, man. You see, the bottle is almost gone for a reason. It's almost gone for a reason. Oh man, it's smooth. It's really smooth, but it got there's a little something to it, you know. If you're familiar with like Casamigos, you know, that's what I consider as far as like smoothness for like a Blanco or like a Reposado. That's like that's really smooth. This is smooth too, but it got a little can of whoop ass behind it too. You can't do too much of that, I don't think. So it's a good recommendation for me. I want to say, at least where I'm at in Virginia, I want to say this was maybe like $32. It was nothing crazy. Really good recommendation there. So number one is Teremana small batch tequila. I'm a big fan. Number two, this is something that I also recently got introduced to. The lady at the liquor store told me about this when I wanted a new recommendation, and she told me to check it out. And this is Dr. Stoner's tequila right here. Blue agave tequila infused with herba loca. And the best way to kind of describe this is it tastes like a good Blanco tequila mixed with weed, like the taste of weed in a good way. That's the best way to put it. It tastes very herbal, very earthy. Tastes like I took tequila and put some weed juice in it or something. I don't know. That's the best way to put it. But it's amazing. It's amazing by itself. You know, neat on the rocks. I started making margaritas with it. It tastes amazing. Sorry about that. Okay. Somebody was banging on my door. I had to make sure it wasn't the police. I didn't do anything, but I had to check. Coast is clear. Coast is clear. As I was saying, blue agave tequila, it tastes like some good Blanco, and I dropped some weed nuggets in it or something. It's amazing. It's a good taste. Started making margaritas with it. I love it. I love this one. It's another one that doesn't cost that much either. 84 proof, 750 milliliter. I think I paid like 30 for it. 30 bucks is my like my inexpensive range, right? To me, that's not, I'm not gonna think twice about trying something new that's around that price. So cheers. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Tastes like I said, it tastes like a really good Blanco tequila with like weed in it. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, I'm a fan. So please try that out. I highly rate that. Next up, Bozal Mezcal. This is, come on, focus for me, baby. There we go. Bozal Mezcal. I never heard of this until a couple months ago. My good friend Sarah up in Washington, I saw her drinking this on Instagram, and really the bottle itself is what sold me before I even heard about the taste. The bottle sold me. I'm a big design nerd, and just looking at this, I was like, I gotta have it. So yeah, she sent me a bottle, very kind of her, and I love this mezcal right here. 100% agave, made in Oaxaca. 3 Badge Mixology, that's who it's imported by. Well, 3 Badge, I appreciate y'all because y'all got some good stuff going on right here. Mezcal, if you're not familiar, mezcal is very very smoky, woodsy, earthy kind of. Not all mezcals are the same, because I've had a few that made me kinda, I wasn't really the biggest fan. But I have a few that I appreciate, and this is one. It smells like a typical mezcal. That's nice, man. That's nice. The level of like smokiness on this tastes like I took a good plain tequila and like dropped a match in it, but a match that like tastes good, right? So imagine like a matchbook that actually like tastes good, and then you drop it in your favorite tequila. That's what that kind of tastes like. It's a weird description, but it's taking me places. That's what it reminds me of. All right, I need some water. I said water, but this is actually a Diet Coke right here. Diet Coke will do. All right, next up. Whew. All right, last tequila on the list right now. Del Maguay Mezcal. This is awesome. Also produced in Oaxaca. One of my good friends, Chris right here, good buddy of mine, man. He talks about this all the time. He actually got to go on a private tour, you know, go meet the family, go meet the whole company and everything. They show love to him. So anybody that show love to my people, show love to them. Yeah, produced out there in Oaxaca, man. And forgive my crazy country accent. So if I'm mispronouncing something, it sounds right in my head, but if it's coming out incorrect, please don't burn me at the stake, man. It sounds right in my head when it comes out. So Oaxaca. Let's get us a taste test here too. I gotta make sure I'm not going crazy with these pours, man. I ain't even get to the other stuff yet, man. I can't be getting sausages yet, man. We trying to do a taste test. But this is good stuff, man. This is good stuff. This is something else too that honestly, before I ever would have, if I never did research, If I never talked to my friends about this, I probably would have bought it anyway just off the label. I'm not gonna lie to you, I would have bought this anyway, but it turns out that it's just solid stuff. So once again, cheers. See, what I like about this too is it has that smoky, woodsy taste to it that mezcals do, but it's not. The alcohol flavor is very potent, which I like, but the woodsy earthiness is not over the top, right? Some mezcals, it's like you don't taste anything other than burning wood, right? You know, that's the easiest way for me to put it. This one is you get a perfect balance of that true, like, to me, that true tequila taste that I'm used to, not being a tequila expert, but then right on top, just like right on the top layer, you know, right on the top layer, you get those smoky notes right there. So yeah, I'm a fan of that. And this one right here, of course, with any other liquor, you have different versions, you have different levels of it. This is like your basic entry level one. Again, trying something new. It's right around that $30 mark, at least here in Virginia. They have levels that go all the way up. I've seen some that are about 80 for if you really want the good stuff, the good stuff. But 30 bucks if you just want to try this out, it's a solid choice. So that's what I keep on hand right now as far as tequila goes. Next up, let's hop on the dark liquor. We're gonna get on some scotch, some bourbon, some whiskey, see what we got flowing over there. Moving on to the other categories now. I said I was gonna do whiskey next, but I got one I gotta get out the way, right? We just wanna go ahead and get this one out the way. And this is Kraken rum. This is Kraken rum, man. We gotta get this out the way. I mean, it's not bad, but this is definitely not something I recommend for my own pleasure. You know, I haven't had Kraken rum, other than this bottle, I haven't had Kraken rum since college. I don't even remember when I bought this or why I bought it. I've moved on to some good things, but I think it just always holds a special place in my heart. You don't forget where you come from. So we got to do a taste test for the Kraken because it's right here, and then we're gonna get this out the way. We're gonna get this out the way. If you're not familiar with Kraken, it's a spiced rum. It's a 94 proof spiced rum. Like I said, it's not bad at all. It's just you live and you move on to other things. But cheers to the Kraken. You know, it's actually not as bad as I remember, man. Like, I would mix that with some Coke or something. Coke or Pepsi, some Dr. Pepper. You know, to squeeze a lime in it. It might be alright. I might have to hop back on the Kraken tonight, man. I'm sitting here talking like I'm, you know, I might have to move back to the Kraken tonight, man. We'll talk about that later though. But we're gonna get into some good stuff right here. We're gonna get into some good stuff. So right here, Woodford Reserve. This is a favorite of mine. This is a favorite of mine. I love Woodford Reserve in old fashions. I love it neat. I love it on the rocks. I love it with old fashions. It's a 90 proof right here. I love that you get like the batch number, the bottle number. You get the master distiller signature on the front. This is a straight up Kentucky whiskey right here. My favorite bar in the city, Jasper. They actually make all of their old fashions with Woodford by default. And I love to go there and pull up and get some old fashioned. So yeah, shout out to Woodford Reserve one time. I actually know their PR firm too. They're hella cool people, man. So they always get love with me. Always get love with me. So a little swirl. Cheers to Woodford Reserve. Man, that's good stuff, man. It's It's smooth, but it's potent enough that you know you're not playing. It's good stuff. You know you got some good stuff right there. You know you got some good stuff. So yeah. Shout out to Woodford Reserve one time. Good people over there. All right. Next up, we're gonna move to, let's do this. Let's do Uncle Nearest. Come on, focus for a minute. Yeah, let's see, how about that? There we go. Yeah, so Uncle Nearest, boom. Uncle Nearest is a really good one. Premium stuff in my opinion. I think it comes in 80 and 100 proof. I got the 100 proof. When I called the liquor store to see if they had it, they asked me which one I wanted. I said, yo, don't play with me. I want the full blown. Give me the 100 proof, yo. Maple charcoal filtered, aged in charred oak barrels. I love it. If you look this up, it wins hella awards. Always winning awards. Everything about this is just premium. Black owned distillery too, which I also appreciate. I just love the simple label details as well. I love the gold foil and all that, man. You know, like I said, I'm a design guy, man. I don't care what I'm buying. If you have good design, like, you get extra points in my book. So this is amazing whiskey right here. One of my favorites. Whew. I hope my speech isn't getting a little slurred, man. You know, we tasting too much at one time, man. But I didn't want to split up the videos, man. You know, I just, you know, just showing you what's on my whole cart, man. We're not gonna split it all up. All right, swirl. Cheers. Man, if you never tasted like what a really good whiskey should taste like, in my opinion, in my experience, that's like, this is a good example. This is an example of what a fire whiskey should taste like. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Woo, gotta get some more Diet Coke, man. God damn. Some more Diet Coke in here real quick. All right. Next up. This is an underrated one in my opinion. I don't see too many people talk about this, but there's a whiskey bar in my city. They have like over 500 different bottles of whiskey, right? All different levels, from like $10 bottles up to $1,000 bottles, right? And last time I went, they introduced me to Bushmills, right? I had never seen Bushmills before. I had never tried it before. Beautiful Irish whiskey. And the only experience I had with Irish whiskey before this was Jameson. Jameson is another one of my staples, one of my go-tos. I normally have it on my cart too, but Bushmills is very good. I've tried all the different versions of it. I think I've tried every version. I've never been disappointed. And I think this bottle here, this is just the standard general, you know, their general version of it. So really good stuff. As you can see, I almost killed it. It's been around for a while on my cabinet, so my cabinet in my cart. So good, solid whiskey, will not break the bank. I've never really mixed this with anything though. This one I always kept just by itself. I just sipped it by itself. Cheers. Yeah, it definitely tastes like a good Irish whiskey, man. Definitely in that family of like of a Jameson. You know what those taste like, man. It's definitely in that. It's not hard, doesn't hit you in the chest like a Kentucky whiskey. Cause Kentucky whiskeys and bourbons and whatnot, they punch you in the chest, man. They will like, they will kick you in the chest, man. It can be smooth, but it's gonna hit you. Irish ones don't have that same potency. And even if you look at like the color, right? Even if you just look at, the color difference between these two, right? You know, this woofer right here, this woofer is gonna hit you in the chest a lot harder than this Bushmills right here. So you can see the difference between the two. Now take these two and then compare it to like a Jim Beam or something even, right? You'll see, you know, you'll see what's up. So we got that out the way. I love Bushmills, man. It's a good easy going one. I haven't had it in a long time. And this didn't cost that much either at all. Regular Bushmills. Let's see, we are winding down the list, man. What do I want to do next? How about this? Let's start with this next. This is Starward Twofold Double Grain Australian whiskey. I'll tell you something about this. I just got this in the mail this week. It was a gift. Really appreciate this gift, by the way. And it's aged 2 years and really good. I also never knew that Australia was a place for whiskey. I had no clue. That might be my ignorance showing, but I literally had no clue that there was whiskey that came from Australia that you could even get, or that they did it to begin with. But this is a true product of Australia. And I was surprised. I didn't have crazy expectations, good or bad, just because, like I said, it was something I never heard of, something I didn't know existed. It smells amazing. Again, I love the packaging. I love the label work. The design, lots of detail on that. Let's get a taste test going. Whew. I'm gonna need some water and a nap after this. Little swirl. Cheers. To me, I think it's right in the middle, strength-wise and potency-wise, like the flavor potency. It's right in the middle between like an Irish and a Kentucky. It's about the same color as like the Kentucky ones, but it doesn't punch me in the chest as hard as, you know, some of your standard Kentucky whiskeys, which is good. You know, I don't want to always be punched in the chest. You know, I like a little wipe on the chest. You know what I'm saying? A little stroke on the chest. You know, I don't always want to be hit. Give me a stroke on the chest. Let me know you there. Let me know you caring for me. You know what I'm saying? You here for me. But you ain't gotta hit me, all right? You ain't gotta always hit me. Sometimes you like, sometimes you like being hit, but you're not. We'll leave that alone, man. We getting too. No, we going too far. To wrap up our whiskeys and scotches, bourbons, all of that stuff. We're gonna close it out with two cool ones here. These are the last two we're gonna close it out with in this category here. Let's see if we can focus that. Wow. We have Macallan 12-year single malt Scotch whiskey. And then we have Hennessy Pure White. I'm gonna go with the Hennessy Pure White first. Henny Pure White, this is an internet sensation. This is a cult favorite. This is a cult classic. This is something that people will go get overseas and bring back and then sell for triple and quadruple the price. Luckily, I didn't fall victim to all that. I think I got it when my mother went on a cruise and she just gave it to me for, you know, she didn't charge me the triple the price, of course. But if you go online any single day, you'll see people selling it for all kinds of upward prices, right? So, you know, I would never pay that for it, but it's all right. It's all right. It's almost gone, but I haven't had it in a long time, so we'll try it out now. Cheers. See, I haven't had it in a long time, and it's probably for good reason, because it's not. I'm not a fan. I'm not the biggest fan. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. We'll leave that one alone. All right, to close it out, like I said, we're going to the Macallan 12-year double cask Scotch whiskey. Macallan is one of my favorites. If you want to talk about, you want to talk about some good stuff, serious business, get you some Macallan. They have 12, I think 14, 16, 18. I think that's what it is every 2 years. I'm not big money like some of y'all. So when I wanted to celebrate, I stuck with the 12. If you're feeling kind and generous, go ahead and hit me with the 18. If you love me, give me the 18. My birthday is in a month. I will take I'll take all gifts in the form of Macallan Scotch whiskey 18 year. Let's give it a swirl. Cheers. The Scottish know what they're doing, man. I'll tell you that. I don't know what else they do in Scotland, man, but they know how to make some good devil's juice, man. They know how to do that for sure. Some good stuff, man. Macallan is a favorite. I try to baby it. I try not to. I've had it for a little bit. I try to baby this, man. I try not to drink this on a regular night just because I really enjoy it, and I don't know, I just try to save it for different nights, different occasions and whatnot. So it's a good one to keep on hand. You know, if you want to impress somebody, they see Macallan, they automatically think you got money. So it's a good, fun thing to have. Now that all of the whiskeys, the rums, the bourbons, the scotches are done, we're gonna talk about one last thing I think needs to be on everybody's bar cart, no matter what you like, no matter what you drink, whoever you are. If you have a bar cart, you need Tito's Handmade Vodka. This is, if it'll focus for me, there we go. This is an essential, man. This is a staple. If you're having a rough night, are you gonna focus for me? Goodness, there we go. All right, if you're having a rough night, man, you need something to drink, you can take Tito's, mix it with anything that's in your pantry, anything in your fridge, have yourself a good time. If I go to a bar and I want something that's not so crazy, not so heavy, I might get a Tito's with a juice, or Tito's with soda, Tito's with lime, and I can still have a good time. It's not that expensive, but this is quality vodka if you're gonna get some. I'm not a big vodka drinker at all, but I can do Moscow Mules, and I'll do Tito's with, you know, like I said, anything that's in my fridge, I'll mix it up. Here's the key, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, man, but y'all can't tell nobody else. If you take Tito's, mix it with the Trader Joe's jalapeno limeade. Listen. Take the Tito's, mix it with the jalapeno limeade from Trader Joe's. Put a little bit of tahini seasoning in it, a little bit of lime. You're gonna have yourself a good night. Don't tell nobody else I said that. There we go. So now that we are done, we've come to the conclusion of my taste test. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me, man. Hope y'all found something y'all never heard of, you might want to try. If you do, let me know. If you have something that I should have on my cart that you want to recommend, let me know. Drop it in the comments below, I'll check it out. As always, like, share, subscribe, especially right now, because I put myself through this big gauntlet of drinkage for you, of drinking all this devil's juice for you. Got a little loopy for you. You better hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all done got me over here drunk trying to show y'all what I got in my house. So show me some love. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed, man. Let me know what you think below. Drop some suggestions below. I'm open to hearing whatever. And until next time, peace.